Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. In this video, I am participating in the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. I will be sharing my layouts from day 23 to 31. And let's just dive in. For day 23, I used an Echo Park kit. This came to me through the Scrap Room. It's a Flavors of the Month kit. And it is called A Day in the Life. So it's from that collection. And this was, we had gone to an art festival down in the town that we live in. So we live up on the escarpment, and this is down in the village below the escarpment. We took the puppies with us. Day 24 is just a photo of my very old kitchen. Now, my house is almost 100 years old. We will be updating our kitchen, but I wanted to grab, and I do this off and on, I grab photos on purpose to capture how it looks now, because when we remodel, all of this will be gone. We won't have this old sink. I don't know what metal that is. Galvanized metal? No, it's not galvanized. What is it? My brain's gone blank. Anyway, so all of that will be gone. But anyway, the story is about us making waffles for the first time. So Macy's had a sale on a waffle maker that flips. It was like $14. Well, I couldn't pass that up. And we're not huge waffle eaters. But for $14, we're going to eat some daggum waffles. So I bought the waffle maker, and we're making waffles in it for the very first time. And along with the story is, of course, I just wanted to capture how my kitchen looks. And look right back there. Do you see those little milk bottles? Is that not the cutest thing? I just think it's adorable. I love getting our milk delivered. So, day 25, we had stayed in Gananoque while on our way to go to Quebec. So we didn't want to make our drive so long. Quebec was the goal. And we didn't want the drive to be just so long. So we picked a place that was kind of like 5 hours away from our house. And we decided to do a dinner cruise. But this is our hotel room. It was a little, kind of like a boutique hotel in Gananoque. And we had a very wonderful time there. Day 26. So back in the summer, we were invited to a renewing of vows of one of Sean's friends that right after he graduated college, he and Dave were roommates. So he was there when they started dating, and so all of these years later, there's renewing of their vows, and we were invited to go. It was a beautiful day, and just a moment of sharing in someone else's love story. It was really precious, really precious. Day 27. So this is using some more of Simple Vintage Simple Vintage Great Escape. This was a scrap, and I was able to get the circle out of it. So it's kind of like, no, I'm telling you wrong. This was not Simple Vintage Great Escape. This is a photo play collection. Anyway, I just kind of worked through some scraps. Before we got Charlie, we found out about this. One of my customers had Akitas. They're registered full-blooded Akitas. And I wanted to go look at them, so I called my husband, asking if he wanted to go with me. And this was the last puppy that they had left. His name is Saint. And this is his dad that they're kissing. But Saint was not interested in us at all. Look at that little face. He's so cute. He just wasn't, he wanted to be with his mom and dad, and he didn't really want anything to do with us. He wasn't curious about us. at all. And I really believe in a connection with animals. So once you feel that connection, I feel like that's probably the pet that belongs to you, especially if you're looking to adopt. And we just did not feel a connection with Saint, but one of my employees did. And it was a very different meeting between him and Saint than it was with us and Saint. So Saint wasn't meant to be in our family, but he did find a wonderful home. And the title of this is Big Boy, because my goodness, he is a big boy. Okay, day 28 is photos of my husband, my stepdaughter, and I getting our fingers and toes done. Now my husband will get a pedicure, but he won't get a manicure. But Lauren and I sure will. So we were getting ready. We were just having some downtime together, and Sean and I were getting ready for the renewing of vows. We were just trying to get pretty before that day. Day 29. Now, I have to explain. My boys are extremely interested in astronomy. Extremely interested in astronomy. They know more about space than I will ever be able to squeeze in my brain. So, we're a little bit nerds. And when there's a big event happening, we are on YouTube watching it. We watch it on TV, wherever we can get the information. So, Artemis 1 is NASA beginning to make strides to get back to the moon. And so, this is unmanned. This flight was scrubbed, and then we watched the next flight or attempt. It was scrubbed. So that's where we are right now. But I took these screenshots from YouTube. Day 30 is my husband and I at that vow renewal. And we just had such a sweet time. Day 31 is a customer had come in and told me, what is on my photo? Don't know what that was. A customer had come in and told me about this. It's kind of like a convention, but it's mostly for card makers. It's actually specifically for card makers. Now, fortunately, there's a lot of crossover in scrapbooking and card making. But there was not paper to be sold at this event. It was dies and stamps and inks and all those kinds of tools. But I was really interested in the Ranger booth. I knew I would find stuff that I could use in the Ranger booth. So she was telling me about that this thing happens in Hamburg, which is about 40 minutes from my house. It's not that bad. And I have never, ever lived near a convention for our hobby. So I took I took advantage of this opportunity and went to the convention. And then afterwards ate at Santora's, which is the second oldest or third oldest pizza place in New York. I can't remember. But the business was started in 1927. I do remember that. So that I felt like that was significant. And it was very, very good. Very good food. So that is my 31 days. This is the final video. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to me ramble about the stories of my life. I really appreciate that. I hope you have enjoyed the ton of inspiration that has poured out this month from all the participants. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Come back and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.